If you want to laugh and have some fun, this is the podcast. This is the one. Lights, camera, action, on your mark, set, go. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. Welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. I said welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. What's good? What's good? What's going on in your hood? I said welcome everyone to the Suezie Show. I am feeling it today, people. That's what's good. That's what's up. On this episode, I am going to discuss UFOs and aliens and the incredible amount of sightings and things that are being put up on the news, almost like it's an everyday occurrence at this point. And also how the government has released that footage of the alien ship with the pilot that was like a black and white video, and it was viral. If you haven't seen it, look it up. I think it's the Air Force, and the government finally pretty much said, yeah, there are aliens, there are UFOs, and it's in the recent times they've said this, and then all of a sudden there's all sorts of lot more sightings, a lot more things, and now recently in Las Vegas, Nevada, about a week ago, the police were called. The Las Vegas Metro Police were called because a family had evidently seen 10-foot creatures in their yard. And I guess the only reason that the cops actually responded to this, which is sad, but the only reason that they responded to this phone call was because they saw something in the sky landing down. It didn't look like it was crashing. There was no fireball or anything. It was like you could pull it up on the internet. All you have to do is put up UFO and Las Vegas and you'll see what I'm talking about. My question is this. Why did the government deny it? Deny for decades. And I mean decades upon decades. Before there were cameras on phones. Okay, now everyone 7-year-olds have phones with cameras. Everyone in the world is walking around recording themselves and recording each other. But it was a different time in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. You know, you didn't have that technology. At least it wasn't for the general public. We didn't have phones with cameras. So if you saw that type of stuff and there was 30 sightings within a 15-mile radius, all these different people saying they saw the same exact thing, they would be treated like outcasts, like they're loony bins, discredited, maybe lost their job. Like they really affected people I'll bet in a personal way when they came out and said, hey, yo man, I just saw this thing flying. It hovered, did this, that, or whatever. And they were trying to tell people what they saw, and they probably were treated like an outcast and like they were liars and who knows what. Now, and because of the government telling us, and I say us, I mean American people, man. I'm American too, but you know, too many people will just believe what the government says until they change their mind and say, oh, you know what? Actually, there are UFOs. Yeah, we kind of already knew that shit. If you haven't seen one, you probably know somebody who has seen one. Like, legit. I've seen one. Matter of fact, I'll tell that story in a minute. No, you know what? I'll tell it now because I'm already on it. 3 nights ago, I went outside. I was looking up at the stars. I saw a plane. It had those little blinking red and white light, you know, for navigation lights or whatever they are. And I saw that, and it was pretty high in the sky. And behind it, I promise, I'm telling you the truth, man. Behind the plane, there was a white light. A little white light. And this thing, if you could see what I'm doing with my finger, it went like zip, 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 zip. Like insanely zippity, zip, zip, zip. Good, far distant. As quick as you could move your finger, like 3 inches from one, if you're pointing in the sky, point straight up into the sky. Now move your finger as fast as you can, like 4 inches over. Boom. That's how quick it moved. But keep doing that in weird patterns in a little space and then stop. And then it shot across the sky like a shooting star would do, but it didn't have a tail, and it didn't go as fast as a shooting star, and it didn't die out. It was still a white light. It went across the sky. I'm telling you the truth, bro. It stopped to my left, did the same weird zip, 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 zip pattern. And actually, the night clouds looked weird around when it was doing that. And then it just went pew. And I mean, it shot across the sky and disappeared. And I saw that 3 nights ago. I shit you not. I saw another one in 1989. And I'll tell you that one after we get into, and these are true, man. I'm telling you the truth. For all I know, I don't think it was a drone because how fast, what it did. I know drones are capable of moving fast and going high and all that. I do understand that kind of stuff is around us. You know, it could have been 100 different things. But when you're out in your backyard and you look up and you're like, oh, a plane. You know, and I'm always looking for Orion because that's my favorite constellation. So I kind of easily find the Big Dipper and I could find Orion from there. But I digress. I was looking up at the sky and behind that plane was a white, bright, like white light. Just like a little dot. And that shit went bing, 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 boom, 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 stayed there. Shoo, across the sky, stopped right there. And then went shing, 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 shing. And then went like, not towards me, but to the left of me, towards me. And just started going slow and went boom, and it was gone. Now, I don't think drones could do what I saw it do when it disappeared. But anyway, I'm talking about this because many reasons. Okay, first of all, now there's I've seen a UFO in 1989. I'll tell that story too real quick because I'm already on that one. So I'll get that out of the way and then we'll discuss what's going on right now, right here, right now. Okay. The first one I ever saw. Oh, actually, I saw more too. I'll tell that one too real quick. But I'll tell you this one. 1989. I was in Branford, Connecticut. There's this cute little area that you could park and it's right on the water. You know, got little like rock islands out there. It's real pretty. And it was pretty late at night. I was late at night. I think it was like 1:00 in the morning. And I was with a friend of mine and we were hanging out, just chilling, talking about life, whatever, you know, having one of those open conversations and just good times, right? And I say, oh, we should wish on a star. And I look up and I see a white light, right? This is the truth, bro. I saw a white light and I start wishing on it and the thing started moving. And my boy goes, were you wishing on a plane? I was like, yeah, I think I was wishing on a plane just there. Oh, well, you know, fuck, man. And then the plane started getting lower. And now, because you're looking at it, I was just wishing on the damn thing and it started moving. So I looked a fool. And so now you're looking at it because it's straight ahead of you. And all of a sudden, it went from being a white dot to more lights on it. Like one white light, and then it had like 8 white lights shaped in like a V. Like if you were looking up and it's like a V pointed like a nose. You can't see what I'm doing. Like it was pointed like a V. You get it. And it started coming towards us. And my boy was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, I don't know. And there was no sound. No sound. This was 1989. And there was no sound. No engine. No nothing. There was no ripples on the ocean from it. And this thing started coming straight towards us. We're the only ones out there. It's like 1:00, one change in the morning. And this thing's coming straight towards us. Now, if I had to estimate, it was probably about 2 telephone poles high. It was so close to you, you felt like you could reach your arm up and like, ooh, and touch it. Ooh, look, magic. I have wind chimes over my head. And I reached up and I touched a wind chime. Just so you know, I really do move my hands and point and do all this stuff feeling like you could see me. And I know, and you can't, but I still do this stuff. I don't know, whatever. But the thing was, it was pretty damn close and it flew right over our heads, right over us, went
around, no sound. You could hear like air, like, whoo, like I can't describe the sound. Okay. It sounded like just air. That sounds stupid, but that's the best way I could describe it. And it went right over our heads and it curved around and went along the coast and disappeared. It was like at the treetops. And I mean at the treetops. And we couldn't see it anymore. I was like, fuck, let's follow it. We went to go follow it to see it. Right when the trees opened up, that shit was gone. And I mean gone. And it should have been like when it opens up, we should have been able to see it somewhere. You can't see where I was, but I'm telling you, he ran in the car. He shit a brick. I was interested. I was like, what the hell, bro? And to be fair on that one, it could have been a stealth bomber. But the tail end, it was black. Well, it looked black, but it looked black and it had white. Like you couldn't even look at the light. It was that brighter than the sun, for real. And it had lights going all just under it. And that was it. There was no red, no green, no nothing. There was just white lights, no sound, right above your head. And when it curved, that's when I saw it was literally at the treetops. And we went to find where it was going. Maybe it was, where was it going? You know, you want to see this shit. And it was gone. So, I mean, I'm sure they were already working on stealth bombers back then. But the way it was shaped, the tail end of it, I don't know, man. No matter what, it was a creepy, eerie feeling for sure. And the other time, and I'm being fair, that could have been a stealth bomber, like an early stage of it or something that at 1 o'clock in the morning they're testing it. I have no idea. It was crazy to see it go from a little tiny white light to all of a sudden it's real close to the ocean and it's flying straight towards you. Holy shit. You're like, what the hell is that? Now all of a sudden there's more lights. It looked like one light. Now there's all these lights underneath it. I'm just saying, my feel was, I think that might have been something other than from here. I really do. But maybe because I was super creeped out. I don't know. My emotions might be playing a part in that one. But this one, my emotions are not playing a part in this one. This was, I want to say 99, summer of 99 in Florida. I was at Flagler Beach. It's north of Daytona. And it was probably about midnight, something like that. Midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It was pretty late. And I went to go to the beach to go look at the stars. I wanted to see if I could see any shooting stars. And I was with a friend of mine. And we went to go see if we could see any shooting stars. Because it was like no street lights, nothing interfering with the night sky. It's beautiful. I'm sitting on the blanket and looking at the night sky, and I kid you not when I tell you, you know how I said the first place I saw that white light 3 nights ago? I saw probably about 28 of those white lights doing a dance over the Atlantic Ocean. There were like, to the left, there was probably about 15. To the right, there was like 12 or something like that. And they were just zip, 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 zippity, zip, 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 boom, stay right there, boo, 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 boo. I mean, it was crazy. It was not fireworks. I don't know what that was. I'm going to say those were unidentified flying objects. I'm old school. I'm still going to call them UFOs. However, NASA is now calling them UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena. Doesn't that sound so fancy? Isn't that kind of funny? How NASA and the government doesn't want to really say UFO? Think about it. Don't take my word for it. Go online. Turn on the news. I mean, I hate the news, but I mean, go online and search specific shit up and see what I'm saying. They're not calling them UFOs. They're calling them UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena. Okay, it just sounds so much more fancy. And now it's almost like they started a new chapter. You know, oh, there weren't UFOs. They don't exist. We don't have them in any kind of little hidden place. We're not getting technology and reverse. Well, what is that called when you reverse technology, I guess, when you take something apart to figure out how it works? Yeah. No, there's no way that our government did anything like that ever, right? My question is, why did the government deny it in the first place? Why not tell the people, this is what's going on? I understand that people as a mass can be bananas. For no reason, they'll burn their own damn town down. What the hell are you doing? What the fuck? Hey, calm down. Relax. Breathe. Woosa. But why did the government lie? Because it's undeniable. And now people that were naysayers about UFOs and all that, it's like recent, since the internet and since all this other, the spotting of that 10-foot creature in Vegas with the cop, just because, now it's a big deal because a police officer caught it on his body camera. Really? Like, it was a big deal when the government released that footage of the UFO. I'm not calling it what they want to call it. It's a damn UFO. The thing that they denied. Okay, they're going to kind of try to brainwash us away from UFO and get us to call them UAPs. Unidentified anomalous phenomena. No, it's an unidentified flying object is what it is. Oh, the first public meeting of the NASA panel kicked off on May 31st. NASA set up the panel last year. So NASA's got a panel of a 16-member body which assembles experts from fields ranging from physics to astrology. And the first public meeting of this NASA panel kicked off on May 31st. So, you tell me something. Why is this stuff coming out? I mean, they debunked and discredited sightings of UFOs for decades. And now they're coming out with, we can't deny it anymore. And it can't be just because this one pilot in the Air Force saw a UFO. So now the government's like, gee, Willikers, let's let everybody know what you saw there. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, bro. There is a reason for this season. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you right now, June 2023. I'm telling you, people, there is a reason for the season. There's a reason why the government is opening up and saying, oh yeah, look what this one pilot saw. Yeah, bullshit. How many other pilots and Navy and all different types of government people, and let's say it, how many people that work in Area 51, and how many people already knew it and knew this shit for decades? And why all of a sudden, oh yeah, we saw one too. So now you trust us? Listen, the military is our brothers and sisters and daughters and sons and nieces and nephews and grandsons and granddaughters. They're our people. So if people that are in the country, all hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands of people saying that they saw this shit for decades, why all of a sudden is it, oh yeah, thumbs up, you guys, hey, we saw one too. Yeah, well, he might be the great-grandson of somebody who saw something 40 years ago, you jackass. And maybe, just maybe, they've been preparing for some shit way longer than they're letting us know. They're just starting to tell us about this space ranger shit, and then NASA got this thing that's checking them out, and they're just starting to let us know some of the projects that they've probably had going on for decades. We wonder where our tax money's going. It's been going somewhere that they've been lying about. I mean, shit, if you need to study this or check this out or get some good technology or what have you, that's fine, but be real with us. We're all grown. If you tell us, yeah, you know what, they saw it and we saw it too, let's be real. There's billions upon billions upon billions of other planets and galaxies. We cannot be the only intelligent life out there in the entire universe and galaxy. Come on. Seriously? Are we really that prideful that we think that we are the only intelligent creature? Hey, reality check, okay? Whales are more intelligent than human beings. Dolphin are more intelligent than human beings. Just because we have opposable thumbs and we are violent creatures does not mean we rule the earth. Violence should not be considered something, a reason that's why we rule the earth. Because why do we rule it? Because we destroy it? Oh shit, don't get me started. Like, what makes us king of the mountain? Really? Put your ass in the middle of Africa and let's see who's king of the fucking mountain when a lion hunts you down and eats you. You ain't king of shit. Let's put you in the ocean. We ain't gonna live. A shark's gonna come along. We are not at the top of the food chain in this world. Just because we have opposable thumbs and we could yield weapons, I think mostly because we could yield weapons. Most animals, the only weapons they have is their teeth or claws or their wits or their speed. And they could still fuck us up. I mean, maybe not if we have some kind of horrible weapon, but if it's just us against them, guess who's winning? We're getting our asses handed to us. Period. So for us to think so highly of ourselves as a species, okay, as a race, as a human race, as a species, to think so highly of ourselves is ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't think highly of ourselves. As an individual, I hope you do think highly of yourself. And if you don't, I'm here to tell you, you're awesome. You're the fucking bomb. There's no one on earth like you. You are amazing. You're incredible. Your smile lights up the room. And I appreciate you. I very much do. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Individually, yes, please think highly of yourself. Not in a conceited, over-the-top way, but in a, you know your shit, you're a good person. That's what's up. We all got our struggles, but you still damn well hold your head up high. You heard me? Okay, as long as that point is made, you know what I'm saying about, like, human species. We really, think as a whole, there's no other intelligent life out there? We're the only planet that can sustain life? Yeah, maybe us, because what are we? How much percent water are we? We're like 80 or 70. We're mostly water. And even though the planet is named Earth, most of the planet is covered by water. So imagine that. We're like sea monkeys living on the earth. Really. You know what I mean? We're like human tadpoles. We're made mostly of water. And we live on the earth, which is kind of funny. That's an oxymoron if you think about it. We should all maybe try getting back into the water. There's more space. There's a lot of shit in the ocean. That's another one. Sorry, I clapped. I'll get rid of that. That was real loud. That would hurt your ears, so I will get rid of that clap. Sorry, I got excited. That's what happens when I get excited. There is a lot of our own ocean we have not discovered. We have not travel to. We don't have the capability to get that deep. We're only capable of getting so deep because of the pressure and all. Don't tell me it's not possible that there's something here already. Because why? Why are aliens popping around all of a sudden? Bro, I promise I saw something 3 nights ago and it did exactly what I told you it did. I don't know what the hell it was, but why? Even if that was explainable, there's other shit that you could plainly see. It was a UFO and shit is real. Why are they coming here? Do we have an energy source that they're like recharging batteries? Are they checking us out? Have they been in contact with the government or other people where they're sharing things and we'll keep you hidden? Oh, how about this one? How about this one? What if back in the 40s or 50s, whatever year it was, that when the supposed first crash near Area 51, right? Let's go back in the time. How about if when that shit happened, what if when they crash landed, somehow, some way, there was somebody that was alive, and maybe whether it was the first crash or a different crash or some shit, let's just say some shit went down with the aliens and humans, and it was unfortunately our government where it happened with, and maybe the government made some kind of deal with them, like a technology trade for energy or whatever. Who knows? I don't know, man. I wasn't there, but maybe they made some kind of deal with them. Maybe humans fucked up somehow, and now the deal is kind of off, and maybe some shit is coming. That's the reason why the government said we better let people know that we do say, oh yes, aliens and UFOs do exist. And then we could start showing some of the projects that we've had going for decades. That way, when shit does go down, the American people will know why we had this NASA group already together, why we already had the Space Ranger shit. So now the government's slowly letting us know all this shit for alien stuff that they have set up already, or that they're going to set up. Bullshit. You already had it set up. You're just starting to let us know about all the different things that's going on. Why is that? Did you fuck up a deal that you made with a different life force, and now you messed it all up for us, and we had nothing to do with it, and now we're seeing maybe these are friggin' scouts coming to check shit out? Because let me tell you, everybody lives near some kind of shit that either some kind of military base or something. And maybe they're just checking out what's what. What do they have? Or maybe they're coming here to wake shit up that's already here. I don't know, but I'm just saying it now. So I feel like something's coming. I feel like there is a reason for the season why the government let us know. Oh yeah, one of our pilots saw something. Yeah, for the first time. Really? Really, bro? First time ever? No. There's a reason why they let that out and let the public know that this was spotted by a pilot. So now we confirm it, and now all this other shit's going on. Now the internet's going nuts with that whole Vegas alien thing because a cop saw it on his body cam, caught it, and minutes later there was a 911 call about this guy got 10-foot aliens in his backyard. Yeah, you tell me, why are they landing and checking shit out? There's a reason. They ain't coming here to just hang out. I mean, who knows? Their planet's all dying, and they're gonna come here and be like, hey, you guys could either be our slaves, or better yet, you know what, we're just gonna get rid of yous altogether. I mean, I hope not. I hope they're chill. I really hope they're chill. But it just seems like more and more is coming around, and more people are seeing the same shit. And I just feel like something's coming. And I don't know how the fuck do you prepare for that shit. I don't know. You know how you prepare? Live every single moment of your life. And that about wraps it up for the Suezie Show. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for sticking with me, listening, hanging out, and I'll see you next time on the Suezie Show. See you next time on the Suezie Show. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time. Yeah.
Thanks for listening and hanging out. I'll see you next time, without a doubt. Now you know where I am and you know where to go. See you next time on the Suezie Show. See you next time on the Suezie Show.